Have you faced a disaster during a presentation? If you haven't, you will. But what you learned in this video could help you a lot. Because, quite frankly, it's not that big of a deal, but you want to be prepared. Hi, Tom Fazzard from Wisconsin. A recent incident I had involving a presentation was really a good learning and training experience for me, even though I had mentally prepared for it. You see, at some point you will face a disaster, and while initially you may want to collapse, realize that you can still plow on, and you should. In a nutshell, the projector crapped out early on in my presentation. That brings me to my first point. Be observant. Now, unlike most presenters, I don't typically look back at the screen as I'm giving a presentation. I prefer to keep my focus and my attention forward. Now I'll glance down at the monitor to capture my information, but then look up at the audience. My projector is immediately to my left, the left of the laptop, and if I had just been glancing a little farther to the left, I would have noticed that, there's no light coming out of the lens. No one in the audience said anything initially because they figured that that was all part of my presentation. And then I got about 4 slides in and realized, I have a problem here. So keep an eye on the projector lens. Second, maintain your composure. When that hits, there's this initial reaction internally. You think, oh boy, this thing is shot. My presentation's going to collapse. Everything's gone. And I admit I had a little bit of a fright. But remember, you're the professional. You need to maintain that composure. Your audience is taking direction from you. If they see someone up there who's in control, acts as if he's faced this before and knows exactly what to do, they'll feel that much better about you and about what's left of your presentation. Crack a joke if you want, and make a little bit light of it. Point 3, though, plow on. Unless it's a truly a fatal disaster, don't give up on it. Your audience came to hear you, came to learn from you, and benefit from your material. You've got good content, and if it's up here where it should be because you've rehearsed, it doesn't matter if you don't have your visuals to augment your program. You can still give them good content. That's what they came for, and they may have adjusted their schedules to do so. They sure as heck can't stay long. I was talking to the host as he was fiddling with the projector. I said, these people have to get back to work, so I'm just going to continue on. And I did. Don't let this glitch derail your entire presentation. Give the people the material they came for and that they scheduled their time for. Fourth, enumerate. Again, your audience can't see your slides, and barring the proper vocal variety, which we'll get to soon, they may not necessarily be able to tell when you shift gears or topics. They sure can't see the list on the slide. So walk them through very clearly each of your segments. My case. Okay, now we just reviewed the barriers to good listening. Now into my 7 ways to improve your listening skills. 1, 2, 3, etc. People will be taking notes, and they want to be able to follow along with your material, your format or your outline, and of course your logic. So you have to be a little more expressive when you don't have the visual cues. Finally, remember your fundamentals, the mechanics of public speaking. Your vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, the whole ball of wax, including your enthusiasm. Of course, you should be fired up about your material, but you need to be perhaps a little more in this case, especially if you're speaking right after a meal, as I had. This was a luncheon event. You got to be a little more dynamic because the condition is or the natural trait is that the human body wants to take a nap. Right, now you've got to overcome your slight deficiency of not having the visuals. Just be more expressive. Really give it to them. I hope this helps. This is Tom Fazzar from Wisconsin saying good luck in your next presentation.